Welcome and welcome back. Thank you so much for your continued support if you have been a part of the Taropal family. If you're new and you just found me through an algorithm search, welcome again to our growing Taropal community. We post 2 to 3 videos every week. I'm also on Instagram wherein I go live twice to thrice in a week. If you like tarot, if the readings resonate, please don't forget to hit subscribe. What are we covering today? We are looking at what are you manifesting, what are the blockages, and how do you heal them, whatever blockages you have, okay? There's been a powerful 12-12 portal when I'm shooting this. Of course, it's a timeless video, so whenever you watch it, the messages will resonate for you. It's a general reading. Not every message is for you. Don't try to fit in something which is not yours. You will find relevant 2022 readings as well as December readings in the description box and the playlist called Timeless Readings in my channel. With that said, let me quickly show you your 3 options today. And we are going to take reversals for a change. We're going to look at tarot, oracle. Let's get started. The first option are candles. For no rhyme or reason, felt like picking magical objects today, okay? So we have candles as the first pile option. I have some shells for you as the second pile option here. And we have some stones, which is crystals, a citrine and a green opal for you, okay? You may feel drawn to more than one pile. Trust your intuition. Pause the video if you need more time to pick your pile, and I will see you in your pile. Take care. Hello and welcome to those of you who pick candles as your pile option. We're going to look at, like I said, reversals today. We're going to first ask, what are your manifestation blockages? Then we're going to look at how do we go about healing them, working with them or through them, okay? What are pile 1's manifestation blockages? Shuffle. What are your manifestation blockages? Of course, please remember, all of you who are watching this are going to be manifesting different things. So take what resonates, leave the rest. There is a surprise bonus at the end of this reading. So if you stick to the end, you'll see what the surprise is. Okay, let's see. What are your manifestation blockages? I'm taking 3 cards. So that's one out. What are your manifestation blockages? Okay. The underlying energy is 5 of Swords reversed. And since I am taking reversals today, we'll see whatever way the card flips. That's the way we're going to take it. Okay, that's your first card. So that it doesn't confuse, let's just keep the candles here. Wow. Okay, we're going to talking in a minute. Okay, all upright cards. That's the first thing I notice. Okay. What are your manifestation blockages? First things first, this pile has a tendency of comparison. You're consistently comparing your progress, your work, how much you've achieved, who you are with other people, your peer groups, other people in your life, and you consistently block your manifestations instead of being grateful and proud and appreciative of what you are, what you've achieved, who you've become. You tend to look at the person right next to you, and then that tends to create more blockages. Apologies, there was a background noise. Pause that, played some music so that the other noises don't disturb us. Cool. So your first blockage, I've already explained. Stop comparing. Start noticing what you have instead of trying to see what others have, or these scripts that you have which tell you that you should have been XYZ by this age, by this time, by this money, but you don't. The more you keep comparing, the more you delay your own blessings. Okay, that's not a positive energy to have in your mind space of comparing what universe has blessed others with versus what you have. Okay, your second biggest blockage here for many of you is a lack of clarity as to where you want to go. So let's say one morning I woke up and I decided that I want $30,000. Next morning I'm like, I don't know, is $30,000 really the most important thing to me right now? Or do I really want to gain 5 pounds? Or is 5 pounds more important to me right now? You see, there's a challenge when it comes to prioritizing your ideas. You have great ideas, But the problem is, you can't work with one or two of them. Depending upon what you're facing in your 3D, you keep flipping your priorities. So your solution number 2 is kind of pretty obvious. Pick 1 to 2 things, which are your really most important things. Work with it for at least 90 days before you flip to the other side. Another manifestation blockage for you guys is lack of confidence, which is very much again linked to that comparison story, right? If I feel that I'm not doing the best like others are, others' work is better, they have, I don't know, for some of you I'm getting also a message that maybe you do something related to social media and you consistently compare the number of likes you got, the number of followers you have, and that is the analytics and the matrix with which you're judging your work, you're judging your life purpose, but that is holding your supreme power back. Okay, that's the core thing that you need to fight. Whatever analytics or numbers you think you should be cracking, and if you don't, you're not successful, you need to shift that energy to knowing, I'm getting there, I'm reaching there, and where I am is good enough. Okay, that's confidence. Confidence is knowing that whatever I'm doing is good for now, and of course I'm getting better. You don't have to stop here and now. You are getting better, but stop comparing and then putting yourself in that pressure and then feeling underconfident. Okay. Last but not the least, because you compare and because you have confidence issues, this then leads to lack of trust in asking others for help. Because you believe that I don't have any value to give. This could be even in relationships. You can't ask for love. You can't receive gifts. You can't just be taken out on a date and have a good time because you're consistently comparing, am I really as good looking as them? Am I being as nice to them? Did I do enough for them? Is this going to be enough? Okay, you're comparing in your mind if what I bring to the table is enough for me to receive the love, appreciation, affection that the other person wants to give me. So even though in your mind, you do want to be loved, you do want to be the King of Wands, you do want to lead, right? The Knight of Wands, sorry. But you're really not able to understand, how do I get there? What can I do, right? I'm sorry, I said that thrice wrong. That's Page of Wands, that's Page of Swords, okay? A very childlike, jumpy energy. Many of you are perhaps going to be very young who are watching this, so perhaps late teens, early 20s, mid 20s, and yes, dear mid 20s, even if you think that you're really old, trust me, I'm not really older than you, but I've realized that in our mid 20s, we start believing as if, I don't know, we're like grandmas and grandpas and we should have seen the world and known the world and everything should have been done by now. Some of you are facing that first, what is it called? 20s crisis? What is it called? Shit, I'm forgetting. It's not midlife crisis. It's the one which comes before that. And I'm forgetting what it's called. Let me know in the comments below if you know what I mean, right? It's okay where you are. You're doing a fantastic job. Stop comparing your creation, your success, your beauty, what you bring to the relationships that you have in your life. That is blocking you from receiving more blessings. I hope that gave clarity, okay? I'm going to move towards how do we go about clearing these blockages. If any remedies show up, we will talk about that as well. And I just surprisingly noticed, and for no rhyme or reason actually, I didn't think this through. I just picked 2 candles that I was drawn to. I've actually picked yellow and pink, which does talk about solar plexus, which is all about confidence. It's all about our inner power. It's all about feeling good in our body. Some of you might even be having body shaming issues. You don't think you're of the right weight, of the right, I don't know, for some of you it's also hair. You don't think your hair is pretty enough because there is that Leo energy here and that mane showing up for me. You're pretty enough, you're good enough, your work is good enough. That is an affirmation you need. And then there's that healing that comes from the heart space, okay? Solar plexus and heart chakra are the 2 chakras which you should focus on. If you still don't know what the hell chakras are, then we need to go back to ABCD basics. Google about chakras, know about chakra meditation. It's a lot of science, not just spirituality at play there, okay? Okay, how do we clear these blockages? That's the second part of that reading that we move to. How do we clear these blockages? Thank you. Wow, you're building a legacy. Okay, how do we clear these blockages? Funny, Chariot reversed. How do we move those blockages? Okay, one last card we've drawn. Okay, we have 2 that fell, so we'll take both. Brilliant. Okay, let's talk about how do we fix these blockages. It's funny, that was the first thing I said. You can't make up your mind what your priorities are, and that is your first remedies. I want you to go back, and now this is an analysis paralysis for you as well, okay? You make a lot of plans, but you don't move, you procrastinate, and you have this fear. And you have the kind of procrastination problem, which is like, if I do something, it has to be perfect. So I might as well not start, because if I start and then it's not as good enough as I want it to be, then I'm just going to feel miserable. So I'm just going to keep making better plans, and I'm going to wait for another sign from the universe, and I'm just going to see how it goes. You don't want to start. You don't want to show up your art. You don't want to take the stage because you think planning keeps you safer. Okay? Pick 2 things, and then focused, stable, grounded, hard work to get that done. Okay, stop rejecting yourself before even the story starts. Most important for this pile is a grounded energy of clarity. What do you want? And then stick to that plan. This pile suffers from the lack of ability to stick to one manifestation, one goal, one way of working on it, and you keep jumping from this to that because you think, oh, maybe they are doing this better. Maybe I should change this plan like this. Maybe I should go figure out this technique, that technique. Just pick out 2 very simple, basic ways of dealing with it, and then allow universe to step in and surrender. The Wheel of Fortune reverse always is somebody who's not ready for universe to step in and to surrender and to let it go. Yet, when I say let it go, I'm not saying go into inaction, because that is your another extreme. You let it go to that level that you're not moving, you're not doing anything, you're not picking up that passion project, you're not starting that startup business, you don't want to propose to that person, you don't even want to show up. That's not what I mean by saying let it go. Pick 2 things that you want to work at, give it your all, stay focused, and then surrender that whatever you have done is accepted. Do it with an act of devotion, and it will really, really help you fight those confidence issues. If you're not doing it to people please, if you're not doing it to prove a point, it will start helping you, and you'll start creating better things in life. Okay? I'm going to move towards some oracle guidance. How do we work through your manifestation blockages? Okay, some of you are trying to manifest a twin flame reunion for a few of you, and it's again blocked because you don't have a stable idea, you don't have a plan. Miracles. And that lack of belief on the universe, that lack of belief is again showing up in that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, how do you remove these blockages? Okay, finances and mask. Okay, first of all, if you are trying to manifest a relationship or a twin flame union, I want you to start focusing on how do you manage your own money, how financially self-confident, aware are you, and if you're being authentic with the relationships around you. Okay, if you're trying to manifest more money or more financial success, I want you to stop hiding behind the masks you wear of laziness, of procrastination, of inaction, and decide that I'm going to get this done. Just every morning you wake up, and this is your literal remedy. Give yourself just 2 big tasks in a day that you must and will do no matter what happens, and then 3 small tasks in a day. That's it. 5 things that you got to do to make yourself feel productive, feel as if the day went right, and make sure whatever comes, you get that done. You need more determination. What is blocking your manifestation is confusion, and what you need is determination. Okay, I'm going to look at some more angel guidance cards and more oracles, and towards the end of the reading, we're going to ask universe, you can think about what you're trying to manifest, and we will see how soon or any timelines that show up for that manifestation. Okay, angel guidance. What do the angels want to tell us about your manifestation? Some of you could actually be seeing dreams which already tell you, or you have visions, or you're a very, very good. This card is actually also a daydreamer's card. Okay, some of you are into scrying. If you can visualize it, you can make it happen. But don't spend so much time in daydreaming that you do nothing throughout the day, and then you hate yourself at the end of the day because I didn't move. Ascended Masters. I'll take one more card for you guys. crystals. Wonderful. I strongly suggest this pile to make a crystal grid around discipline. Okay, you can use stones like black tourmaline, tiger's eye, which is a wonderful stone for confidence, for focus. You can use clear quartz in this. I'm just giving you some suggestions, and of course you can feel drawn to other crystals as well. Amethyst, which is a wonderful stone when you're dealing with procrastination issues, because procrastination is nothing but an addictive thing which holds us to perfectionism. Sometimes we're not being productive because we're trying to be perfect and then we get nothing accomplished. Work with these crystals that I've just shared with you, and they will tremendously help you. But remember, all of this fails if you're not ready to do the work. This pile needs to literally get out of its couch and get things moving. Okay, also, if you are connected to any of the ascended masters, you like to pray to them, you've been hoping to visit their place, Sai Baba, Krishna, Jesus, Paramahansa, Paramahansa, anybody whom you are really connected to, take out 10 minutes in the day to pray. Okay, even that builds consistency. This file needs consistency, determination, clarity to know what you're manifesting, and then sticking to one thing at a time to get it done. Okay, that is how you overcome your manifestation blockages. That is your only core challenge. That self-belief will come the more with you do, not by sitting and planning. Slay them all. Love this, love this. I think 2022, which is the adding number 6, which I've made some which I've made some readings for. You should watch the reading that talks about major life events in 2022. And I think there'll be a message for you there for sure. You're ready, pile 1. You're always ready. You just consistently keep telling yourself, let me relook at that plan one more time. Let me figure out if there's a better manifestation technique than this. If there is someone else who's doing better than me, then maybe I should copy them. No, you can be just authentic in yourself and do things exactly the way you want it done. We've reached the last part of this reading, and if this reading has helped you, resonated with you, and it has helped you gain clarity as to what you need to do and how you need to go about it, kind of given quite a lot of remedies, honestly, do not forget to hit subscribe and like this video. It really does help me. I want you to now think of the manifestation that you're trying to work on. And because you're pile 1, I'm going to ask you to perhaps only think of 1, but of course you can think of 2 or 3 as well. And we're going to take out 3 cards, and we will see any timeline guidance that shows up from the angels. Okay, so think of the manifestation that you're working with. Wow. We have some cards flipped, so I'm not going to take that. But don't stop was your message. Again, determination, perseverance. Okay. Let's see. 3 cards, please, for whatever pile 1 is manifesting. 1, 2, and I'm going to go with this 3. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3. You ready? Any timeline guidance, anything that comes up from angels for what you're manifesting. Ask your angels, work with angels, literally, meditation and working with angels. Okay, again, this yellow showing up for me so much here talks to me about solar chakra meditation. Tiger's eye and cistrine are some strong piles, strong crystals I recommend you. 2, trust. I love how Spirit is not giving you a timeline exactly until these 2, okay? And no, if you are trying to get a yes or no for something, that's a very clear Spirit answer. Very clear messages for this pile. I think you notice the messages, but you don't give them enough value. For whatever you have asked, you got to trust the angels to give you something better if in case you've been fighting for something which you know is a lost cause. That is for a very few of you. I hope this reading has helped you. If it did, please don't forget to hit subscribe. Tell me what you've loved about this reading, and I will see you in your next pile and your next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to those of you who's picked these beautiful, lovely shells. Perhaps you are drawn to water, and maybe water manifestations are things that you're either working with or you should work with. We will see as it goes on. I suddenly got thirsty talking about water. So another thing that I strongly recommend for this pile, and people don't realize this, lack of hydration does create manifestation blockages. Believe me, because your body is the first machine, if I have to say that, which is helping you, which is the first tool to manifest what you want. Okay, so pause the video, go drink some water. Okay, first we're going to look at what are your manifestation blockages, and then we'll use oracle and tarot to see how do you work upon them, okay? Of course, please remember this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leaves the rest. There is a little bit of a bonus at the end of this reading. So if you stick around till the end, you will know what that is. So what is pile 2's manifestation blockages? What are the manifestation blockages for this pile? We are taking reversals today, by the way. What are... Oh, too many cards. Too many cards. I'm not taking any of them. I'm going to give it another shuffle. Okay. What are the manifestation blockages for this pile? I'm taking 3 cards. One more, please. Thank you. Perfect. The underlying energy is death. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. I love the energy of this pile. And I can so relate to this. Okay. The devil, the 9 of pentacles, the devil, and the strength card. You know what your biggest manifestation blockage is? You want to do it all alone. You trust no one, not even spirit. You're hyper self-sufficient. I won't ask for help because if I ask for help, I might become small or I might be seen as weak. I'm not going to show my real emotions because if I do, people might take, how do I say it? I forgot the word. People might take advantage of me. For some of you, very few of you, your manifestation blockage is also a karmic relationship that you're supremely obsessed about. You just can't find the strength within to let this devil go and to remember that you're complete, you're sufficient, you're perfect, you're loved, you're complete just exactly how you are. I feel that's for just much few of you. For most of you, your core manifestation blockage is some of you are extremely workaholic as well. And that is absolutely not a challenge until you realize that you got to allow magic to happen, right? If you're consistently obsessing about every step, every detail, did I sign it right? You can't delegate, you can't create a team, then you're creating blockages. Then you're not allowing spirit to step in and help you. Your biggest manifestation blockage is that I strongly recommend this pile to pray a lot, okay? Because praying is the way that can help you surrender and connect to a higher source. You really, really have fears around vulnerability. You don't want to show your real emotion because you're so used to being this one-man army, one solid game. And that has created manifestation blockages. It's wonderful to be a hardworking, dedicated, focused personality. Such a contrasting energy, by the way, from pile 1. It's absolutely brilliant that you're so focused, you're so hardworking, you like to help others, and you like to be the person who shows up in others' life as a gift. But that does not mean that you do not allow somebody else to help you, okay? Some of you, if you have weight issues or as in, you have weight goals and you're trying to manifest a certain kind of a way you want to look, it's the junk. It's it's that addiction to that junk food, which is your core challenge to that what you're manifesting, okay? More than diet plans, what you're eating can change your game, okay? Sorry, more than exercise, what you're eating is going to change your game, okay? This is for those of you who have body goals or body manifestations that you're working with. If it's anything to relate it to money, guys, I strongly feel you're already doing it all. It's not what you're doing, but it's not what you're not doing. What you're not doing is that you're not surrendering. You're not taking help. You don't want to share. You don't want to discuss. You don't want a counsel. But the counsel is there. There is help for you. Ask for help. Okay? If it is about a relationship, if it's a karmic, for hell's sake, let it go. Okay? If it is a normal relationship when you feel happy, you're loved, there's no on and off situation going on, I want you to start showing affection a little more. Express what you're feeling, okay? If you're somebody who can relate to the fact, yes, I have vulnerability issues, I can't express, expression is what you need, okay? More expression around why you love this person so much, okay? How do they bring strength to you, okay? Just appreciation is what you need here, okay? Let's look at how do we work around your manifestation blockages. How do we make you more vulnerable, more open to help, more open to receiving help? Okay. Death is back again. A transformation is clearly already happening. I think many of you already are aware. I'm not telling you something new that this is your core challenge. You're very, very aware that this is your challenge and you're already working through it, okay? Hold on. Too many cards falling for this pile. How do we work through this? Wow, okay. For one thing which is very, very clear for this file, if you're dealing with somebody who tends to come in, get out, come in, get out, come in, get out of your life, this could be a platonic relationship or a romantic one, this unreliable energy that you deal with, this devil obsession that you deal with, there's a transformation which is coming and much needed for you to recognize that you deserve better. You deserve a love which is more fulfilling. Okay, that is for sure. That is your first most important thing. If you're trying to manifest healthy relationships, you need to let go of that toxic one first. Okay, let's see what are ways in which you can. Okay, one more card is what. Wow, see, this is reversed. This is upright. That's page, and this is a knight. Okay. Wow, funny. First pile also had this card reversed. Okay, again that problem of not allowing spirit to step in. Wow, do you see the wish fulfillment card here? That's your underlying energy. Let's start talking. How do you release these blockages? First of all, because vulnerability is something clearly that you guys struggle with, more playful energy, poetry, art, any form in which you can express what you're feeling, even if you can't do it with words, is wonderful. Going on adventures, traveling. These are ways in which you will become a more freer, light-hearted personality. I have a very strong Capricorn, Leo, fixed sign energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That energy is extremely strong here, which is all great. Again, I'm not asking you to become frivolous, but I'm asking you to become more light-hearted. I'm asking you to trust spirit more. I'm asking you to have faith in your dreams and be playful about them. Take this with a fun way instead of becoming very deep and grim and heavy and serious around how it is, okay? Transformation is clearly happening. A new beginning for you is also clearly happening for you. You need to let go of any narrative that has told you in the past that asking for help makes you weak. You're not weak for asking for help. In fact, helpful people are coming your way, by the way, for this file. That is one strong indication I'm already seeing. Your manifestation blockages, because I feel this file is already aware what its core challenges are. You guys are already working on this, and if you are, there is a water sign and a fire sign who's going to come into your life, or somebody maybe who has both water and fire very strongly present in their chart, who will help you navigate through this. Receive that help, okay? I strongly have also given a message for those of you who are working with a on and off relationship. Let it go. Let real love show up for you. Okay, let real love show up for you. I'm going to get into some oracle messages for you guys now. Okay, that flipped with 3 cards out. We'll take that. Dead end. For some of you who know this is a relationship question, that we are. Mystery and fly. Again, that light-heartedness. Whatever holds you down, you need to release it by becoming more light-hearted about it. If you're obsessing about when is it going to happen, when is it going to happen. What is also blocking your manifestation here clearly is that when the moment you do one manifestation technique, let's say you're working with 369, or you've burned some sage to release the negative energy, or you're using the bay leaf technique, or you're using scripting. While you're doing what you're doing, you can't allow the mystery to unfold. You're already obsessing about when is it going to happen, when is it going to happen, when is it going to happen, why is it not happening yet. You need to release that. That is what you need to stop doing, to stop blocking your manifestation. Have fun with that mystery. Enjoy that adventure of what you are unfolding gradually and slowly into your life. Okay, I want to see what angels have to say about working through your manifestation blockages. Okay, one more shuffle. Thank you. We'll take 2 cards. Okay. Didn't we talk about this? Some of you are literally blocking your twin flame. And look at this. Do you see how beautifully this has come out? Cut your cord with the devil for your twin flame union to happen. Okay. Some of you are obsessing about a false twin flame as well. You've stuck yourself in a narrative that your wish will only get fulfilled when you get that affirmation, that validation from that false twin flame. But there's a real twin flame coming into your life or already present in your life. You need to become more lighthearted. You need to express it. If you are in a happy relationship and you're working with the twin flame already, you are in union with the twin flame, start expressing more. Be more playful. Go on adventures. Stop obsessing about what the future brings. Okay, cut your cords from people, by the way, who also make you feel like as if you're not pretty enough, you're not hot enough, you're not, those naysayers who always have something to say about how your project is going to fail. That's a very strong message for you as well. Okay, I mean, that twin flame energy coming in just kind of validated what I just said. Release the toxic one to come into union with the right one. Okay, and you know if you're watching this and if it relates to you, who that person is. Okay. Some of you might actually be meeting somebody while you travel, by the way, okay? That's something showing up. Some of you, if you're planning or you're manifesting an exit out of the country, allow the mystery to unfold, okay? That is your one oracle card that is flipped. And we have to. Sword, make the change. Number 7, storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. 44 and number 8. Okay, there's a progression here. 7 and an 8, by the way. For some of you, if it's anything to do with looks, guys, it's a big thumbs up. Just be careful that you don't do it during the Venus retrograde. If you're watching this while I post this, we are in the shadow. So maybe you want to hold on to that until March before you go for that makeover, if you're planning a big makeover. If you're dealing with financial struggles right now, cut away the excess and just know that what you are right now is not your absolute reality. So stop blocking solutions to come your way because you're obsessing about what you're seeing here and now, because you can't see what is going to come for you in the next minute. Okay? If you are in a relationship which is otherwise very fulfilling, but you're kind of having doubts around, is this the right person? Am I going to really get this person? Is this twin flame relationship really working out for me? If they respect you, if they've not ghosted you, if they've not gaslighted you, if you've not done those typical toxic things that people do, if they're honest to you, hold on. You're stronger than this. Okay, Spirit wants to tell you your love and your relationship is stronger than this. Okay. Now that we've reached almost the last of this reading, I want you to think about what you're really trying to manifest. And we're going to take out 3 cards and see if any timelines or any additional guidance come out for specifically what you're trying to manifest. You can pick 1 or 2, whichever one you want. Okay, wait. Too many cards. Think about what you're trying to manifest. I'm going to give it one more shuffle. Take some deep breaths. Okay, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take this. Are we ready? So that's 1, 2, 3. Some guidance or timelines around what you're trying to manifest. Okay? Wow. I love how today's Spirit really is not giving us exact timelines. I'm not going to explain this in too much detail because for each of you it will mean different things. Compromise, come to the middle ground. Again, that obsessive energy of trying to do things your way. A Libra could be very significant for some of you. If you're rushing it, if you're questioning it, if you're doubting it, is it coming, is it coming, is it coming? Hold on. Don't rush it. The hurricane, the storm will pass. Okay? And lastly, if you do not know what the next step is, pray. Okay, praying is something that brings me back what we started this reading with. I hope this has helped you. If you've loved the reading, don't forget to tell me what are you working with. And hit like, hit subscribe. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome to those of you who picked the beautiful, wonderful crystals. Citrine and green opal, a pretty interesting choice. Maybe just by what you've picked, and we will of course see if the cards also say the same thing. If you were confused between 3 and 1 might also have a message for you, because the stones also here work with solar chakra and heart chakra, which was, we later realized after pile 1's reading, was very much related to the color combination there. Okay, but we'll see what comes up. There's a little bonus at the end. If you stick till the end, you will know what the bonus is. We are going to now ask, what are your manifestation blockages and how Can you fix them or work with them or clear them out? Okay. What are the manifestation blockages for pile 3? Thank you. Okay, I'm having trouble shuffling for this pile, which was not happening in the past 2 ones. Okay. What are your manifestation blockages? That flipped really quick. Okay, we're going to take one more, and today we are taking reversals. And there we go. Okay. What are your manifestation blockages? Very similar to pile 1, to be honest. I think this pile definitely should watch pile 1 because you will have a message for you there as well. Slightly different energy here because I think you're a little more progress than they are. You tend to quit too easy when things don't seem to be happening then and there. Okay, you don't have that patience. That lack of patience is the trouble. Unlike pile 1, which had more clarity issues, here there is more patience issues. Just because it's not happening right then and there, I'm not seeing the job show up. I think for many of you, this is more about work actually. I'm not seeing that physical progress show up, that health getting better. So I start quitting on that manifestation itself and I start moving to other ideas. I start listening to other people more and I stop listening to my higher intuition. For some of you also, the blockage is making that first step, taking that first step in any side of the world. Typically, your manifestation pattern is until the first sign shows up, you're not really focused, you're not giving it your best shot. But the moment the first thing starts, then you can kind of continue with it, okay? But that is your biggest manifestation block. Life is not going to somebody else is not always going to initiate that first dialogue. Maybe you're consistently waiting for somebody else to message you first. You wait for other people to initiate, the job interview. You don't reach out to people and, drop them cold messages, as in LinkedIn messages, or taking that first step proactively is your core challenge, okay? Your manifestations are not happening because you're not taking the initiative that is needed to make it happen. You're waiting for universe to do it, your boss to do it, your friend to do it, your mom to do it. Somebody else has to take that first action for you before you actually go ahead and take that first step, okay? There's also sometimes too much peer pressure. It's as if like you're trying to people please. Okay, am I deserving of this? Am I going to be worthy of this? If I get what I'm asking for, will my parents be happy? Am I going to be seen in a good light or a bad light? You're so worried about what happens. What happens if it comes true? It's almost as if you're fearful of the manifestation coming true itself. What will happen to my parents? What will happen to the money? What will happen to this job that I have? Something is as if that you want something more, but you're very scared of leaving behind what you have. That attachment to that comfort zone, attachment to approvals of others is what your blockages are. I hope I could explain that right. You're too focused on what if it comes true and then you get scared of it that you kind of talk yourself out of it more than you actually talk about it, okay? That fear of if it happens, it's going to be too good for me, it's going to be too true for me, then I don't know what I will do. And then you go into that mind space and then you start questioning yourself and you start sabotaging it, okay? There's a problem of sabotaging it because you don't know how you will deal with it if it really happens. There's a lack of worth issue and you're waiting for some sort of a validation from either the authority figures, your parents, the society. There's some sort of a validation that you need as if for your manifestation to come true, and you'll feel good about it if everybody is happy, okay? You're not an ice cream seller. We can't make everybody happy. How do we walk through this and how do we clear these blockages is what I want to look at. Okay, some of you, it's even something to do with marriage. I want to get married, but I don't know if I'm ready for the marriage. If I get married, then will my society accept it? If I get the person that I'm hoping to get, will I be able to work with them? That's also something to do. Okay, wow, look at the way your remedies are showing up. Wonderful energy. Okay, confidence, darling. Your first remedy is confidence. Affirmations is the manifestation technique I strongly suggest you work with to remove your blockages. Also spending more time outside, outdoors, in the sun, soaking in some vitamin D. Look at the amount of yellow here. You've literally picked citrine. Some of you have major confidence issues. You're consistently trying to people please. Some of you are in toxic relationships which are very petty, which do not fulfill you emotionally, but you can't release them because you're even scared of what will they think if I walk away now. I've invested 6 months into this. I've invested 1 year into this. I promised them that this is what I will want. Now I don't know if I can walk out of it. Okay, you are being told to learn to put yourself first for your manifestations to come in. If you want that bigger than, that best, amazing, epic life, you need to be okay to put yourself first. You cannot always allow other people's comforts to supersede what makes you comfortable. Stop questioning if you're deserving of it, because you absolutely bang on are. It's that lack of clarity around the fact that you deserve it, that you deserve to win the competition. Some of you are like students giving a competitive exam and you're even scared if you pass, what will happen? Okay, can you handle the change? Yes, you can handle the change. Yes, you deserve that graduation. Yes, you deserve that job, that epic life, that money that you receive, that fame that you want. Some of you have shame or you have imposter syndrome, and you maybe have ideas around creating a startup, something creative as an artist, going on to the social media platform, but you keep holding yourself back, and you're being told to take charge and be okay with what you desire. Stop shaming yourself for your desires. Some of you, this could be even sexual wounds. Okay, you're very shameful of what you're asking from life, and you don't have to be. You're not asking for too much. You deserve it. Again, affirmations is the first remedy that I strongly suggest you guys work with, okay? Also, working with children will be super beneficial for you. You need to get into that childlike energy, working with pets, spending outdoors, staying with nature, feeling more free and light, and allow your inner child to shine. There are lots and lots of talents inside you, but you're consistently seeking an approval. Maybe you've grown up even trying to seek approvals of others. Okay, your parent, your father, for many of you, because the sun often represents the father of our life, you no longer need that validation. You don't have to prove something to other people. Your desires, what you want, your hopes, your dreams, they are for you. They are for you. You're here to live your life purpose. You don't have to live for other people. Okay? You can live for other people only when you've fulfilled your desires. You can't give from an empty cup. That is a very strong message for this pile. Start working with affirmations. Start owning what you want. Stop being scared of what the world will do to you, as if some people have those fears. If I become too rich, people will hate me. They will not. If you have those kind of money blockages, start working with Mahalakshmi. Start working with the Dhanvantri mantra to clear out those money blockages. Ask yourself, why do I think about money like that? Okay, question your relationship with money, because again, that could be the reason why you're not. Wow, we were talking about money and I'd see that abundance card is the bottom energy. Let's look at what oracle guidance we get. Focus. Breathe. Again, look at the sun energy. Surya Namaskar also for you guys would be wonderful, by the way. I feel that sun energy is super important. Spend time with yourself. Give yourself the self-love. Spend time in solitude to get that focus on what do you want, why do you want it. Am I trying to do this because my mother will be happy, my best friend will think that I'm the coolest thing in this world, or do I really want it? And then dedicate that due time. Stop waiting for other people to initiate. Takes me back to that time thing. If you keep waiting and waiting for others to come up with a wonderful proposal for you, you're going to miss the train, right? You're going to take that initiative and show up and ask for what you want. Be more demanding, be more assertive. That's how you clear your manifestation blockages. If this reading so far has helped and resonated, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And we're going to look at some angel guidance and some more oracle cards before we move to the bonus. Okay, let's see. What does angels have to say? For breath work, of course, has shown up. Wow. Some of you, I feel, must watch pile 2. This has shown up twice today. If you are working on a relationship manifestation, again, something to do with marriage, something to do with love, something to do with you don't feel worthy and you're waiting for that person's validation. Okay, universe wants to tell you you're always worthy of the person you love, because love makes you worthy. right? Service is another thing that will strongly help you. If the more you can be of service to the larger society, singing and dancing, getting that light-hearted energy, that playful energy, the more you can be of service to the society around you, it will help you build that inner value system as well. Okay, some of you have just entered a relationship, or there's somebody special in your life, and you know who that is, who's very, very who's been the sun of your life, who brings in so much joy, right? So much joy, but you still question, should I go this road? Should I do this? Am I worthy of this? Darling, if they're bringing you so much joy, then what is holding you back? Okay, again, validation issues. Some of you have those kind of challenges as well, where you're from different communities and you're thinking if the marriage will work out. Some of you are thinking if, any of those hang-ups that come from social norms. Spirit wants you to work through those, because this is the person. This is the person, okay? You got to just have more self-belief in yourself that you can make this happen, and you guys choose your happiness. That is a very strong message for this pile. Stand up for yourself. Again, we are back to that self-confidence. Number 16 and number 7 could be relevant for you. Fire energy is very... I think you guys should definitely also work with candle magic, focusing on flames. Wow, too many cards. We'll take one of this. I want to go with this. You can be your own knight. Very, very power focused. This pile is all about believing in yourself, that you deserve what you're asking for, that you can choose to be happy, and you do not need to explain and need justifications from your larger community, your family, or anybody whom you're waiting for a validation for. Don't wait for other people to be that initiator. Go after what you want. Be a chaser. Okay, be a chaser here. This is your message. Okay, let's look at the bonus of this reading. If you've reached this part of the reading, think of what you're trying to manifest. We're going to pull out 3 cards. And maybe we'll get a timeline. So far we have not for any of those, but let's see if we get a timeline for you or any other angel guidance that comes out for whatever you are specifically trying to manifest. We're going to take 3 cards. Okay, I'm going to go with this and this and this. Okay, ready? First answer. Wow, we do finally have a timeline within the next few months. Not the right time. You're ready. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And I really want to know, which pile did you pick? Leave me a comment below. Wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. Take care. Bye-bye.